What's up, guys? Today joining me in a very exciting video. We're doing a POV drive in my 2024 Polo R-Line DSG, and basically what I'll be talking about is maybe the cost of ownership, insurance cost, and other things like petrol, and just how this car is on a daily driving perspective. But it's a bit of a more detailed review than I gave on my last 6 months review, and that was more of like experience. But now I'm just gonna take you over like the technicalities of this car. So yeah, one thing, we need fuel. I think we're sitting on 45 right now. It's a Polo driver thing to always be low on fuel, so yeah, I can't try to not live like that. So yeah, we're also gonna see how much we're gonna get from pouring. I think we'll do 500 and just see how much that can take you, or how much it's gonna take the range from 45 to. So yeah, let's start with that. So I just parked here on a random road trying to do the introduction. So yeah, okay, starting off, let's go. Okay, it's clear. Okay, right off the bat, this car feels it doesn't feel slow. I know it's a 1 liter, it's a 1 liter TSI engine with 3 cylinders pushing out 85 kilowatts and 200 Newton meters of torque. But I'll tell you for sure that it doesn't really feel like a slow car at all. Okay, we're gonna try to do a U-turn here. Hopefully that works out. Turning radius is good. Can't complain, never complain on that. Everything else, yeah, let's just talk about that. So this is my 2024 Polo R-Line DSG. I got it in around the Jan or Feb, and currently we are sitting on 18,000 kilometers. That is a lot. I was probably averaging 2,000 in a month, but hey, new car fever, first car fever, I don't hate on that. And also we've been to quite a lot of places. I've been to Kruger National Park, Mpumalanga, I've been to Limpopo, I've been to Northwest, and yeah, man, I think a car has to be driven. A car needs to be driven, and or else I'll be defeating the whole purpose of investing so much on the car and not drive it at all. Speaking about that, this car currently, I think it's starting at around 468,000. If it's not, I'll paste the correct price here, and that is quite a lot of money for this. And because when you look about a few years back, with that money you would get either a Polo GTI or maybe a much better car. And if we look back a few years back, actually way back, we know that for that price we'd get a Golf 7R or 7 GTI. So quite interesting how things have shifted. So this specific car came with a few options, like your IQ lights, came with a sunroof, it came with those 17-inch wheels. I actually like the standard ones that come with the R-Line. I wish they were a bit bigger. So if we got those standard ones, the gray ones, and then had a bigger profile, I think I would have preferred that over this 17-inch diamond cut wheels that I have. I'm not saying they're bad, but I think I just prefer those ones. They look really nice. And speaking of that, I think I might do Pretoria alloys on this one. I'll show how they look here. So those are the ones that came with the Golf 7R. I think they would look quite the part. So about this car, it's driving a 7-speed DSG, driven by a 1 liter TSI engine pushing 85 kilowatts and 200 Newton meters of torque. What else in terms of performance figures? I think that's about it. I think in terms of fuel, the claimed average that you can get from fuel by VW is 5.4 to the 100. But to be honest with you, I think the lowest I've got is probably 5.6. I hardly get that range if I look now, I'm currently sitting on 10.6 or 11.6, but I think it's because of the traffic. And I think it's interesting that I decided to start the video here. Actually, speaking of that, let me just pause here, then I'll continue once the road is a bit clearer. Okay, so you're joining me in a much clearer road, and basically I think this car was a very good purchase. Looking at the market right now, in terms of like the competition, there isn't much out there that I would say for the price range. I'm not saying it's cheap, but or implying it's cheap, but saying that for the price range you can't really get, I think, a well packaged car that is brand new. Obviously you can get older models, but a brand new car, you can't really get a better packaged car, from my opinion, I guess. But so yeah, but in terms of how the car is, let's talk about the technicalities of this car. This has there's a piano black finish across the cockpit and on the infotainment screen. It has the Cockpit Pro display, or the cockpit, so you can change how you want it to look to get different information. So I don't have the navigation package, so when you do this, I think you should be seeing the navigator somewhere here. So we don't have that. The thing about VW is that you have to pay for every single thing. Speaking of options, I did mention that I have the IQ lights, I have sunroof, I have the wheels. So also going back to how everything is inside, you have this plastic finish, and then it's a bit rubbery here, not really plastic, but it doesn't feel as bad as you would think. You do feel like you're a bit of a, just close to being in a good or premium, well built interior, but I'm sure they could do better. But yeah, so currently that's how things are. And everything else, it has a very good sound system. I don't have the Beats package. This is the standard sound system. It's actually very, very good for what it is. It's actually very, very good. I never complain about the sound system. And I think in terms of sound system, it might be better than the i30N, but it's debatable. What else? Also, I think that's all you need in a Polo. You need a sunroof, and then you need a sound system. Everything else, now we're just pushing things. Everything else, it doesn't matter. But I would say it needs to be lower because my car is sitting a bit high right now. But hey, we guess we'll live with that. Yeah, I think that's most of the stuff that I wanted to mention. So from here on, I think we're just gonna go for a quiet POV drive, and maybe do a bit of highway driving, and then I'm gonna speak about the performance once we get there. Okay, ride quality, too early. I thought I was gonna keep quiet, but this is a perfect moment to speak about how this car feels in terms of bumpy roads. So this doesn't have the as heavy or as tough or rough of a suspension as the Polo GTI. It actually does feel a bit better. So as much as it's a bit high, I actually don't mind driving it every day because it's quite comfortable. So yeah. How do we get to the highway from here? Not really familiar with that. I don't really know Midrand that well, but let's see if we can turn here. I'm sure somewhere we're gonna find a highway road, or not, we'll see. So in terms of driving modes, you have the normal, which is the drive. You have sports, which I think is just sports because what it does is just it holds on to gears a bit longer, and then I think the pedal is a bit like it's a bit stiff, like you actually feel it pushing in. So I think, I guess, more control or more response rather. What else? And then you have the manual mode, which you can just play with the gear selector, and then you can change down. But yeah, there's no pops here. It's just engine noises and engine noises. And then by engine noises, it just means the engine is struggling, really, really struggling to, that is struggling, it's like it's struggling to breathe. But yeah, so try to keep quiet again and focus on driving. So let's see how that goes. I don't think we're finding the highway anytime soon. Oh, I think I see where I am right now. So I'll try to find the highway. Is that the highway? It looks a bit full. Is that really the highway? Yeah, I think that's the N1. Okay, I'm not sure if going to the highway is a very good idea. Or maybe it's just... Oh, I think it's just where the highway... Oh, maybe where... Yeah, no, I think that's just a road into the... Where a road merges into the highway. Not necessarily the highway, so yeah. There's a lot of humps on this road, but then, hey, we have a very comfortable suspension. So, I'm not complaining. I almost said we are tuning with the car coming, but it's a GTI. And I don't think GTI owners would appreciate me saying that I am tuning with their car, and it's a Polo R-Line and not a GTI. So yeah, they are quite strict about their brand. Are we ever gonna find the highway? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. So this car comes with, it has cloth seats that are branded R. A lot of people were, I don't know, had like different opinions on me putting an R at the back, but hey, we have a lot of R badges here. We even have an R on the steering wheel. We have an R on the cockpit. Why are we not allowing me to put an R at the back if it's already everywhere? Is it, maybe it's similar to okay, maybe I get it, because the 3 series or like the M330s or whatever, they have a lot of M badges, maybe the brake pads on the sides, but then I guess it becomes a crime when you put that M badge in front of the M330. Maybe that's it, I don't know. I guess maybe that's what people are mad about. If I'm not wrong, I think if I turn here, not here, but somewhere in front, I should be able to go back to the highway. Or if I just continue straight, yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue straight, because this one doesn't really take me to the highway, but yeah. And then what is this guy doing? Okay, I'm just gonna continue straight. Hopefully we'll find the highway. Hopefully. Okay. And I really like how this car handles, eh? Like, you can take on corners with some confidence. I mean, it's not a sports car. Doesn't have a GTI suspension, but hey, you can throw it around. You can throw it around and it won't throw you off the corner. Hey, not my words. This is not professional driving advice. So if you come at 120 and try to do that, you might end up jumping the hump or being at the other side of the road. So yeah, let's drive responsibly. I mean, telling Polo driver to drive responsibly, yeah, no, that's there's a Polo behind me. I think it's the I think it's a Vivo. It has that R-line, what is it? It has the R-line bumper. from the previous R-line bumper. I'm not sure if that's the actual car or maybe just there's a bumper, but he's sitting behind me, he's really here with me. I think I might need to unleash all these 85 kilowatts, all of them, to just try to get away. And also, I don't know if I should overtake this guy or what. We'll try here. I don't want to push him off the road, because these guys, they crash a lot. We have another or a fellow R-line driver. Okay, let's unleash those 85s. So when you press, it's not as boring. I think you can downshift and get some good power out of this. Ooh, what's going on here? Okay. I think someone got stuck. I like to drive this car like I'm driving a GTI. It gives me that false sense of power. But it's just the engine screaming for its life. Yeah. I have a very silly theory that we used to think that the bigger the engine, the more the power. Okay, it's still like that. It's not a silly theory. It's still like that. But I don't think a 3-cylinder is that less of an engine than a 4-cylinder is, you know. I think it can. What is this? Okay, was I supposed to wait for him? I don't know. It's not part of the K53 that when someone is reversing into the road, you should wait. Polo drivers, I didn't say that space. It's not part of the K53, so my apologies, dear sir. I didn't mean to be rude. I think this is becoming a very long video, but hey. I terribly apologize for the inconvenience, because now it's just becoming a yep session. I don't even know where I'm going with this conversation anymore. Oh, we need petrol. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Or we need to get to the highway, because I need to show you how much 85 kilowatts can change your life. I'm joking. If you have the money, buy a GTI. But if you're looking for a drivable everyday car that you can also have a bit of fun with, then get the R-line. It won't disappoint you. You actually enjoy the perks, like not having to spend a whole lot more on fuel. Also the enjoyable ride, and it being an R-line. I mean, it's a very nice car. I think other people have said that, not my words. I'm not saying anything. Have said that the R-line is more beautiful in terms of like aesthetics. It's better looking than the GTI. That guy wants to off-road. Yeah, no, I guess this is why you would need a. Can't do that in a GTI. I think you can try in the R-line. I'm sure 3 seconds of his life could have helped, like saved him from that. Had he just waited for 3 more seconds, he could have just, you know, gotten there. I don't think we can ignore this traffic. I think that's what I hate about Midrand, is that there's traffic everywhere. You can't avoid traffic in Midrand. Yeah. Okay, we'll pause the video here and then we'll continue once we finally escape. Okay, so we're finally out of the Midrand traffic prison. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon with the road that I'm going to after this. Let's see, left, right, let's do right. But no, this will take me to Pretoria, and we don't want to go to Pretoria right now, so rather I just go straight. Actually, I think this is more of a yep session than a review, so I'm gonna name it accordingly. Apologies, you feel misled. But yeah, it's a traffic and yep session. I don't know why I thought it would be a brilliant idea to start vlogging or to start filming during rush hour. This guy just suddenly decided he's going to Pretoria. Very interesting. Okay, that's our queue. It's probably gonna close before I get there, but let's see if my 85 kilowatts can save me. They can't save me. They can't save me. So let's just wait. Let's just wait. Okay, we'll continue again after the traffic break. Okay, we are out of traffic once again. And we're going to the highway. So what I'm just gonna demonstrate is, well, there really isn't a lot of performance here to talk about, but hey, it's good performance. You can get something out of this car. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put it in manual and then downshift. And that is how you merge into the highway. Okay. Actually, I don't know why I'm merging, because I actually need to off-ramp again. But hey, let's go back to the drive. Oh yeah, actually I think I might need to leave using this road. So that wasn't very brilliant. So in terms of the drive, highway drive, it's very comfortable. I've driven a lot. I've gone like to Limpopo with it, and it's very, very nice on the road, I must say. Okay, we need to be on the left here, so we'll try to squeeze in here. Polo driver away. So yeah, it's not as boring, but it's also not a performance car. Oh, that was Polo driver behavior. Polo driver behavior detected. Randy, why do you have a lot of traffic? I need to understand that. Is it just the huge amounts of people or volumes of people living here, or what? Okay, let's drive this side. Today I should have named this video "Exploring Midrand," because it looks like that's what's happening here. Let's go to the left and just wait here. So I think now we're just gonna fill up and then probably end the vlog there, or the video there. What is the difference between a vlog and what I'm doing? Is this a vlog? Am I vlogging? Am I a vlogger? I think that's what's happening now. So after pouring 500, this is how much we add. So we went all the way to almost full. Yeah, that is the life of a Polo driver. See them again in a week. So with 500 worth of fuel, we went from 25 to 360. Tell me, is that good or is it bad? Good or bad? I don't know. Okay, so but I think that's basically most of the things that I wanted to share with regarding this car. Yeah, there's nothing I think I've left. If you want to know more about it, you can check out the link to the previous video that I did. It was more of a structured review compared to what I'm doing now. So yeah, I think that's it from me. Until the next one, let's see what we're gonna get for our next video. Cheers.